So we're looking at column addition with 4-digit numbers, and we're going to be using regrouping. Let's get straight into the first question. So we can see we've got 2,568, and we've got that along the top here, 2,568, and that's going to be added to 4,212. Now we've got 4,000 here, 200, a 10 and a 2 gives us our 12. So we're going to start with looking at the units column, which we always start with here, and seeing what we can do with that. So we've got 8 add 2, so straight away I think we're going to need some carrying to do some regrouping. If we add 8 and 2, we then actually get a 10. So if I merge these together, it gives me another 10, which is going to be going into the tens column. So as I've got my 8 and 2, I'm going to be carrying over a 10, and I've got no units. Moving on to the next column, we've got 110 plus 6 tens plus 110, 1 plus 6 plus 1 gives us 8. So that is going to be 80. And if I merge these together, you can see that then becomes 80, 8 tens. And now we've got the hundreds column, 5 add 2 is 7. And you can see here we've got 5 hundreds add the 200s gives us 700 here. There's 700, you can see it there. And lastly, with our thousands column, we've got 2 plus 4, or 2,000 plus 4,000 is going to give us 6,000. So 2 plus 4 is 6. And then merging these together, you can see 2 and the 4 makes 6 there. And there's our 6,000, giving us the answer of 6,780. Right, on to question 2. So, on to question 2, we have 4,179 added to 3,523. Now again, starting off with our units column here, we're going to be doing 9 add 3, so we can see that we're going to have a carry. So if I do 9 add 3, that's going to give me 12. Looking at these here, 9 add 3 gives us 12, so we're going to have a 10, which goes into the next column, but we've still got a 2 units left over as well. So how do we write that? We've got 9 add 3 is 12, so that's the 110 and the 2 units, 12. And we can see that extra 10 there. Now we've got 1 10 plus 7 tens plus 2 tens, so 1 plus 7 plus 2 gives us 10 tens. And if we look at 10 tens, there they all are, that actually makes 100. So we're actually carrying again. How do we write that on here? Well, 1 plus 7 plus 2 gives us 10, and that is going to be carried over into the 10 tens makes 100. So we have 100, extra 100, and no tens anymore. Now onto the hundreds column, we've got our 1 plus 1 plus 5 gives us 7 hundreds. That's fairly straightforward, and we can merge those together to show. I could actually merge these as well just to kind of keep it together. So at the moment we have 2 units, we have no tens, and we have 7 hundreds here. And now onto the thousands column, there's no carrying here. 1 plus 1 plus 5 is 7. And now onto the thousands column, we have 4,000 plus 3,000, or 4 plus 3 gives us 7, or 7,000. So 7 there, giving us our answer of 7,702. Question number 3. So here we have 5,504. So we've got 5,504, 4 units, added to 2,718. Again, we're starting with our units column, and we have 4 plus 8, which is going to give us 12. So we're going to have that carry, that 110, and that 2 units. And to show that with the counters, if we do 8, add the 2, we can see this merges into another 10. and we have 2 left over. So 8 plus 4 is 12, or 4 plus 8 is 12. So we have the 110 carried over and the 2 units. Now we move on to the tens column. We have the 1 carried 10 and another 10, giving us 2 tens, which is 20. There's our 20. With our hundreds, now it looks like we're going to have another carry again. 5 plus 7 is 12. So if we look at our hundreds counters, 5 plus 7, 5 plus 3 gives us 10 hundreds. And there we've got the other 200s. So 10 hundreds makes 1,000. So we have an extra 1,000. Put that just there. Actually, I might move these down a little bit just so you can see the carry. So there's our extra 1,000 that we've made, and we still have the 200s as well. So just showing that on the calculation, 5 plus 7 is 12. So there's our 10 hundreds, which is 1,000, and that's carried over into the thousands column, and we still have 200s as well, showing up here. Just make that a little bit neater. Finally, we have the thousands. We have 1 plus 5 plus 2, which gives us 8, or 8,000s, and you can see them here. And if we combine them together, there's our 8,000, giving our answer of 8,222. Number 4, right, the last one we're going to look at in detail before you can have a go. 3,173 plus 4,859. So we've got 3 plus 9, which is going to be 12. So I'm going to be carrying a 10. So you can see here's the 12. There's our extra 10 up there, the carry, and there's the 2 units that we still have. Now we go to the tens. 1 plus 7 plus 5, well, that's going to give us 13, so we're going to have another carry as well. So 10 tens is another 100, and we're going to have 3 tens left. And just to show that here, we've got 13 tens there. 10 of them here, they make another 100, so they can go into the hundreds column, and we still have 3 tens as well, 13 tens. Now onto the hundreds, and it looks like there's another carry because 1 plus 1 plus 8 gives us 10. So we're going to have 10 hundreds make 1,000. So we have a carry there, and no more hundreds left. And you can see these 2 hundreds will go there to make 10 hundreds, which is 1,000, carries into the next column. 1 plus 3 plus 4 gives us 8, and that's 8,000s because we're working with thousands at the moment. There they are. There's the 8, merge them together, and we can see we have our answer of 8,032. Now it's your turn to have a go. So have a look at these 4 questions and see if you can answer them, and we'll go through the answers in a second. Right, let's have a look at the answers. We've got 7 plus 4 is going to give us 11. 6 and 4 gives us 10, plus 1 more is 11. This adds up to just 1, and we've got 5 on the end, 5,111. Number 2, we've got 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. 4 plus 6 is 10. And 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8. And this is kind of like the quick version that I'm doing. Once you understand with the place value counters and you understand what's happening, for example, that this carry is a 10, we made it with the 9 and 3, then you can sort of do it a little bit more quicker. But don't rush to do this if you're still using the counters. It's something you can kind of build up to. Okay, let's do the last 2. 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 6 is 10. This makes 11, so that's 1 and 7 and 3 gives us 11, and 6 and 1 is 7, plus 2 is going to be 9. 9,100, and the last one, 8 plus 2 is 10. 8 plus 2 is 10 again, add another one is 11, and then we've got another 11, and then 7, 8, 9. So 9,110. As a bonus, here's a challenge to have a go at. Create your own 4-digit column addition with regrouping, and you have to make the answer 4,502. I'd love to see them in the comments. And if you want more column addition, have a look at the missing number column addition video we do with 4-digit numbers.